Module 6. Signs of the Zodiac. Aries. Sun sign dates, 21st March to 19th April. House, 1st. Polarity, positive. Element, fire. Quality, cardinal. Ruling planet, Mars. The issues relating to Aries are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Aries will act in a fiery and initiating manner. As the first sign, Aries is connected with beginnings. It is full of adventure and ambition and is impulsive, enthusiastic, and filled with energy. Bold and prepared to give anything a go, a Sun Aries is able to take on anyone and has a good chance of winning. Aries is a sign of leadership and it is not a good follower, because of unwillingness to obey orders for which it can see no reason, or with which it disagrees. Aries seeks to overcome challenges, and seek new ideas. It wants to be at the forefront of everything. Foolhardiness is common in Aries. Full of initiative, courage, and determination, Aries can play as hard as work. Their competitive spirit holds them true to their purpose. One of the most independent of signs. Aries is always aware of their own interests. Self-reliance is part of Aries, but so is selfishness. Excessive optimism coupled with a lack of thoroughness is one reason why Aries is seen as accident-prone. Often Aries is impatient, seeking the fastest rather than the best result. Without a constructive outlet for its energy, there is a risk of aggression, and restless behavior is likely, including arguments and temper tantrums. Conflict often centers around slowness and moderation on the part of others. Aries can be insensitive and inconsiderate. However, it is also capable of deep and lasting devotion. In relationships, Aries are frank, direct, and candid. Playful and romantic, they can also offer unbridled passion. They make enthusiastic and generous friends. Those with Aries emphasized in their chart work best when in a position of authority. Aries needs a cause to fight for. The trick is to ensure that it's the right cause, and to learn the difference between what you can change and what you can't. Sometimes, Aries tend to the extreme in religion and politics, often championing lost causes. To access Aries energy in a productive way, you need to become aware of your pioneering spirit. It's important to deny negative emotions such as resentment, regret or self-pity, because if they take hold you lose the ability to be straightforward. Taurus. Sun sign dates, 20th April to 20th May. House, 2nd. Polarity, negative. Element, Earth. Quality, fixed. Ruling planet, Venus. The issues relating to Taurus are expressed through the planets. Any planet in Taurus will act in an earthly and reliable manner. Peace-loving Taurus is law-abiding, with a strong sense of material values. Taurus respects property, and has a horror of falling into debt. Preferring to preserve the status quo, Taurus can be hostile to change and can be very stubborn. Taurus prefers to follow accepted and reliable patterns of experience, and can sometimes be obstinately self-righteous and rigid. They are capable of nursing resentment for a long time. Their dependability is often due to habit, rather than helpfulness. With his strong love of beauty, luxury and abundance, Taurus likes to surround itself with beautiful objects and indulge in fine wine and dining. High sensual Taurus appreciates the arts, and often spends time playing a musical instrument or cooking. Life is lived through the senses, and even the simple smell of a flower brings them pleasure. Taurus works hard and steadily. Security is immensely important to Taurus, although they don't necessarily seek wealth, being content to be comfortable. Their ability to easily separate work and play can make them appear lazy. When Taurus decides to relax, there is no one as relaxed. In relationships, Taurus needs romance and lots of physical affection. Although Taurus can be slow in trusting another enough to give their heart, once they do, it is given with loyalty, devotion, and a desire to protect and care for the loved one with the best things in life. On the negative side, Taurus can be very possessive and finds it very hard to let go. Jealousy can be an issue. Taurians make faithful and generous friends, and have a great capacity for affection. They are gentle, even-tempered, good-natured, modest and slow to anger. When provoked, they can lose all self-control. Powerful and persistent, Taurus will push everyone and everything out of its way when in pursuit of a goal. Gemini. Sun sign dates, 21st May, 20th June. House, 3rd. Polarity, positive. Element, air. Quality, mutable. Ruling planet, Mercury. The issues relating to Gemini are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Gemini will act in an airy and communicative manner. Gemini is the sign of lively communication, wit, exchange of ideas, and gossip. Their driving force is their mind, and they are obsessed with gathering information. Bright and quick-witted, Gemini is the life and soul of any party. Gemini tends to do everything in a hurry, and soaks up information like a sponge. When they want to get what they want, they use any weapon they can, including lying and evasiveness. They are capable of putting the blame for their own transgression on other people, and will sulk if things go wrong. At their best in a social setting, Gemini is charming and congenial. However, they can come across as scatterbrained and unfocused. They are clearer thinkers than it appears, able to look at things from multiple directions. This makes them an asset in the workplace, although they are not inclined to take the lead. Gemini reflects changes in their surroundings, and avoids struggle. Their versatility can make them very adaptable. Gemini bring objective meaning into close relationships. Sometimes, they come over as cold and unemotional, although they seek to connect in their own way. They make witty, entertaining companions and are never dull, but they can also be quarrelsome, prattlers, boasters, liars and cheats. When it comes to love, Geminis are playful, flirtatious and endless fun. They love to share themselves with their friends and make charming companions. Gemini tends to appear young, and sometimes even acts like a child. Although they eagerly take up new activities, they lack application. Cancer. Sun sign date, 21st June to 22nd July. House, 4th. Polarity, negative. Element, water. Quality, cardinal. Ruling planet, Moon. The issues relating to Cancer are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Cancer will act in a watery and initiating manner. The energy of Cancer is concerned with instinctive reactions and is very intuitive. As a water sign, Cancer is highly emotional and nurturing. As a cardinal sign, Cancer is extremely active, tenacious and resourceful. It attracts experiences and is prepared to take advantage of opportunities, rather than creating them. It hates to feel pinned down, and has a strong need for self-protection, which makes it hard to break through its shell. It seeks familiarity and comfort, and is happiest when feeling loved and protected. Cancer needs a solid and harmonious base to retire to from stresses of life. A mixture of toughness and softness, it offers unreserved love and loyalty. Cancerians are often reserved, and so they don't like to be in crowds. They like to spend most of their time at home, and are far more likely to invite you over to their place than suggest an evening out. Cancerians draw people to them by their sensitivity. They are thin-skinned and easily insulted, but make loyal friends so long as you do nothing to betray their trust. Although on the surface Cancer is formidable, below the surface lies a depth of sympathy. Its deep understanding of human nature makes it tempting to play emotional games. Cancer is cautious and moves slowly. It takes love seriously and can be easily hurt by insensitive people. Those with Cancer emphasized in their chart are at their best when at home surrounded by friends and family. In its positive expression, Cancer is sensitive and caring. However, at times it can also be moody, selfish and irritable, focusing on its own needs. To use Cancer's energy effectively, it is necessary to develop a tough outer shell in order to protect the vulnerable inner self from damage. To access Cancer energy in a productive way, you need to learn how to control your thoughts and emotions, and react less to the mood of the moment. Leo. Sun sign dates, 23rd July to 22nd August. House, 5th. Polarity, positive. Element, fire. Quality, fixed. Ruling planet, Sun. The issues relating to Leo are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Leo will act in a fiery and fixed manner. Leo goes after what it wants with determination and enthusiasm. Leos are born leaders and at their best when in charge of the situation. They are uncomplicated and know exactly what they want. Leo seeks recognition and always wants the spotlight. Leo can be stubborn and resistant to change, but it has the stamina to accomplish things through sheer tenacity. It is generous, especially if it makes them look good in the eyes of others. Usually Leos are hardworking, and will approach what they have to do with intensity and determination, as they know that this is the way that they will get the good things from life that they crave. Leo's enthusiasm and sunny disposition wins many friends and admirers. However, Leo does have a lazy streak and will often take the easy way out, especially when a situation offers little fun or glory. Leo enjoys life and its pleasures. A natural entertainer, Leo gains pleasure from helping others enjoy life. Self-assured with a strong sense of romance, Leo enjoys treating their loved ones and can be old-fashioned with affairs of the heart. A Leo makes a loyal and reliable friend, even if sometimes it's up to you to make most of the effort. However, there is no holding back with enemies. Leo has a ruthless determination to put anyone who threatens its authority or invades its territory firmly in their place. A Leo rarely forgets a betrayal. Leo cannot tolerate teasing. It always fights fairly, though at times may lack tact and diplomacy. The only times Leo might gripe is when ill, or stressed, which is rare. The part of the birth chart that contains Leo is where you can best express your activity. Virgo. Sun sign dates, 23rd August to 22nd September. House, 6th. Polarity, negative. Element, Earth. Quality, mutable. Ruling planet, Mercury. The issues relating to Virgo are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Virgo will act in an earthly and adaptable manner. Virgo is extremely grounded and would much rather be humble and easygoing than flashy. As a mutable sign, Virgo is balanced and fair in its assessments. It enjoys material possessions and is picky about what it brings into its life. Virgo is associated with a fastidious love of cleanliness, hygiene and good order. It tends to support the status quo and be conservative. While Virgo can be a worrier, it does its best to temper these impulses. Responsibility most worries Virgo and it can find it hard to trust people. Virgo is industrious, methodical and efficient. Virgo analyzes everything and its brain is in overdrive most of the time. Eminently sensible, it uses a critical eye well. Its attention to detail springs from a desire to help others. Virgo was made to serve and prefers to remain in the background, lending a hand when needed. Intellectually inquiring, methodical and logical, Virgo appreciates hearing different points of view although it has little confidence in its own conclusions. On the surface, Virgo can be emotionally cold, and may sometimes come across as self-centered. However, Virgo also has considerable charm and dignity. Although Virgo has a slight tendency towards jealousy, they make devoted partners, and are always available to their friends. Virgo's challenge is to not allow worrying to get out of hand, and to be prepared to sometimes accept that life is often less than perfect, and good enough might be good enough. Libra. Sun sign dates, 23rd September to 22nd October. House, 7th. Polarity, positive. Element, air. Quality, cardinal. Ruling planet, Venus. The issues relating to Libra are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Libra will act in an airy and initiating manner. Libra uses diplomacy and gentle persuasion to achieve what it wants. Highly sociable, Libra is positive and friendly and usually extremely polite. Libra is often artistic and finds it important to have beauty in their surroundings. They hate coarseness and disharmony. Librans are sensitive to other people's needs, and try their best to meet them. What angers Libra most is seeing others treated unfairly. They loathe cruelty, viciousness and vulgarity, and detest conflict, so they do their best to cooperate and compromise with everyone. Their ideal for their own circle, and for society as a whole is unity. Libra has a natural ability to spot and promote the talent of others, and will seize any opportunity to do so for mutual benefit. A close relationship is of paramount importance to Libra, as they gain self-knowledge for their involvement with others. Having such a strong sense of justice means that they are rarely cruel. Librans' desire to make everyone happy makes it hard for them to cope with intense emotions, and they avoid the more unpleasant aspects of relationships. Libra seeks harmony and balance and strongly dislikes crude, sloppy and unsophisticated behavior. Others see Libra as refined, orderly and elegant. Scorpio. Sun sign dates, 23rd October to 21st November. House, 8th. Polarity, negative. Element, water. Quality, fixed. Ruling planets, Mars and Pluto. The issues relating to Scorpio are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Scorpio will act in a watery and fixed manner. Scorpio referred to as the sign of death and rebirth and is connected with the release of that which is hidden and transformational change. Scorpio is fascinated by mystery and is constantly searching for truth, meaning and purpose. What others might find unpleasant, Scorpio embraces as it has no problem with delving into dark secrets. Scorpios are surrounded by an air of mystery and jealousy guard their privacy. They keep their weaknesses secret to avoid being vulnerable to attack and injury. However, Scorpio will do their best to uncover the secrets of others and can ferret out any information with determination. Knowledge is power to Scorpio, and having knowledge allows them to be in control. Scorpio prefer to attack first, rather than be threatened. A strong seductive quality draws others close to Scorpio, and their powerful self-control and passionate nature is extremely attractive. They seek to merge completely with another, and can go to extremes in the power of emotions. Both love and hate are felt forcefully. It may take a while for Scorpio to accept another, but once a commitment is made, their love and devotion is complete and all-consuming. If Scorpio is betrayed, they unleash the full force of their hate and fury. Recognizing that to make room for something new the old must be destroyed, Scorpio will rid themselves of anything that no longer serves its purpose. Sagittarius. Sun sign dates, 22nd November to 21st December. House, 9th. Polarity, positive. Element, fire. Quality, mutable. Ruling planet, Jupiter. The issue relating to Sagittarius are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Sagittarius will act in a fiery and flexible manner. Sagittarius is restless and full of energy and enterprise. It enjoys traveling and exploring and is always open to new ideas. Sagittarius is strongly associated with religion and morality. It is concerned with the concepts on which society is built. A Sagittarian mind is equipped with foresight and good judgment, loving to initiate new projects. Sagittarius has a straightforward and unstable approach to life, chasing many goals in the hope that each will turn up a reward. If one doesn't, they will be momentarily disappointed, acknowledge the experience and move on to the next. However, sometimes Sagittarius can be as zealot as once an idea take root, they can be fanatical about it. This can sometimes be perceived as dogmatic and self-righteous. Sagittarius always wants more of what is pleasurable. It can be hard for Sagittarius to put a limit on desires, which can often lead to its undoing. They try to avoid heavy emotional responsibility and need the freedom to come and go as they want. They seek an intellectually stimulating and energetic partner, someone who understands that Sagittarius is a free spirit. Capricorn. Sun sign dates, 22nd December to 19th January. House, 10th. Polarity, negative. Element, Earth. Quality, cardinal. Ruling planet, Saturn. The issues relating to Capricorn are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Capricorn will act in an earthly and initiating manner. Capricorn is goal-oriented and put enormous energy into achieving its objectives. It plans every step carefully and remains firmly grounded in reality. Capricorn actively enjoy hard work. Ambitious and determined, it takes a business-like approach to everything and has plenty of common sense. Capricorn tries to avoid making too many waves. It is extremely patient and doesn't mind waiting to get what it wants. Often success comes late in life to Capricorn. Stable and serious Capricorn is also strong-willed and calm. It can be pessimistic and finds it hard to keep its dark moods to itself. It often worries that it is not doing enough and what the future will bring. Always aware of its responsibilities, Capricorn improves with age. Whenever Capricorn fall in the birth chart will be restricted. Aquarius. Sun sign dates, 20th January to 18th February. House, 11th. Polarity, positive. Element, air. Quality, fixed. Ruling planets, Saturn and Uranus. The issues relating to Aquarius are expressed through the powers of the planets. Any planet in Aquarius will act in an airy and fixed manner. Aquarius is primarily concerned with thought and mental images. It creates theories and principles from ideas and uses them as building blocks. It seeks to exchange thoughts and ideas as widely and with as many people as possible. Aquarius can be incredibly stubborn about its ideas, but is happy to adopt new perspectives when enough evidence is on offer. Aquarius is humanitarian and interested in making the world a better place. It is visionary and progressive and loves to think about how things can be better. Aquarius are happy to give but on their own terms. They are freedom-loving and individualistic. Sometimes their behavior seems erratic but their heart is in the right place. They treasure their friends and acquaintances. Aquarius is always searching for the unusual and will try anything once. They enjoy the company of others and seek out clubs and societies that will work together for a collective objective. Aquarius is always looking to the future and is rarely concerned with the here and now. Aquarius is friendly, kind, and compassionate, but is also impersonal in their dealings with others, treating everyone fairly and rarely playing favorites. In all relationships, Aquarius puts friendship first. Although it enjoys being in the company of others, at times it needs space to be independent. This can make them appear aloof, cold, and unfeeling. Where Aquarius falls in the birth chart, there will be a concern for innovation and humanitarian ideals. Pisces. Sun sign dates, 19th February to 20th March. House, 12th. Polarity, negative. Element, water. Quality, mutable. Ruling planet, Neptune. Pisces is whatever you want it to be. The most adaptable of signs, it gathers information through instinct and feeling. Often misunderstood, Pisces yearns for understanding. It is sensitive to criticism and other people's feelings. Easily touched by human suffering, Pisces wouldn't hurt a fly. It believes in people and is deeply hurt by compassionless human behavior. Pisces has a hard time saying no, and often withdraws into a dream world that helps it to express its creativity. Pisces people are often thought of as wishy-washy. But they are tuned into a higher purpose, and their dreams transcend the individual. A deep love for humanity and compassion that knows no bounds is found with Pisces. When they find someone who is sympathetic to their needs, they are willing to sacrifice everything for the relationship. However, Pisces fears being let down, and it's hard for them to find someone to live up to their ideal. Pisces has a gentle, patient, malleable nature. It is friendly, good-natured, kind and compassionate, sensitive to the feelings of those around them, and responds with sympathy and tact to any suffering. It is prepared to accept people for what they are and is better at dealing with their problems on their own. Absent-minded Pisces is often late and unreliable. They seem almost allergic to things like shopping lists, maps, directions, and instructions, preferring to feel their own way through life than to follow a plan. They much prefer to go with the flow, rather than make waves. Often, Pisces will work tirelessly in the background. It can be hard for them to decide what they want to do with their lives. As they can succeed in several areas, they often vacillate between one idea and the next. Not always practical, they tend to choose a job that appeals emotionally.